The first time I saw him, I told myself it was coincidence. He was standing across the street from the gas station under a broken streetlight that flickered just enough to show his outline, about 6 feet tall, hoodie up, black gloves, black pants, black shoes. A mask covering everything except his eyes. It was late, almost midnight. The sky was so dark, it felt solid he wasn't doing anything. Just standing there watching, I tried not to stare. People wear weird stuff at night all the time. I went inside, bought my drink, came back. Out, he was gone. The second time was 2 days later. I was walking home from practice, cutting through the park, the lights along the path. Barely worked, and the trees made everything darker. I felt it before I saw him. That feeling of being measured. He was at the far end of the field this time. Same clothes, same stillness. Too far to make out his face clearly, but I could see his eyes locked on me. I started walking toward him without really thinking about it. I do not know why. Maybe curiosity, maybe anger. Maybe I just needed to prove to myself that he was real. The second I picked up my pace, he stepped back. Into the darkness beyond the trees, I ran. By the time I reached the spot where he had been standing, there was nothing there, no footsteps, no sound, just empty grass moving in the wind. After that, it became routine. Every day, somewhere different, across the parking lot at the grocery store, standing at the far end of the bleachers after school, on the sidewalk across from my house at night. Always at a distance, always watching, never closer than maybe 100 yards. And every time I tried to reach him, he was gone before I could cut the space in half. I stopped telling myself it was coincidence. I started changing my routes home, taking different streets, leaving at different times. It did not matter. He would still be there leaning against a wall, standing under a tree, waiting at the edge of wherever. I got to the point where I would scan every open space automatically, rooftops, parking lots, empty intersections, looking for black against black. One night I decided I was done chasing him. I saw him again across the street from my house. Same posture, same stillness. Instead of running toward him, I turned and walked inside like I had not seen anything. I locked the door, turned off the lights, waited 5 minutes past 10. The urge to check was unbearable. I went to my bedroom window and moved the curtain just enough to see the street. He was still there, but closer. Not across the street anymore. Standing at the edge of my yard, he had never crossed that far before. My stomach tightened. He took one slow step forward, then another. He was not rushing, not sneaking, just walking straight toward my house. I froze. Part of me wanted to run outside and finally confront him, and then instead I stayed where I was and watched. He reached the sidewalk directly in front of my house and stopped for a long moment. He did nothing. Then he slowly lifted his head and looked directly at my window. I know he saw me. Even through the dark, even through the glass, he raised one gloved hand. Not in a wave, not in a threat. He pointed not at me, at the front door. My phone buzzed in my pocket so hard I almost dropped it. I looked down. No caller ID. No number, just one notification. Front door, unlocked. I did not remember unlocking it. I know I did not. When I looked back up at the street, he was gone. The yard was empty. The sidewalk was empty. But downstairs, I heard it, the faintest sound. The slow, steady creak of my front door opening.